we need to talk.
Sleep on wait, I'm gonna get this money either way, either way, either way, either way, I'm gonna be.
Hi, I'm Makeil, and I'm back with another video. As you can see by the title, I already know what we're gonna talk about. So before I dive right into the video, I just want to give a little background information about myself and, how it's been since I've been out. So I came out to mostly everyone in August of 2016. So it's been a little over 3 years, and for the most part, it has been a smooth ride. But 2019 has been a very challenging year when it comes to people asking me questions that I feel are intrusive and or ignorant. So with all of that being said, I just want to give you 3 things that I think people should stop asking gay people in 2020 and for the rest of the time. This question is actually asked pretty often in the gay community, which in itself really isn't exactly a problem because that kind of is like necessary information, but it still can be a problem to an extent because some people really do ask just to be nosy. But the problem that I have with it is that just based around the people that I'm around, people are only asking to be nosy. And really when it comes down to it, people just have this odd fascination with you wanting to say that you are a bottom, which I don't understand because really, why does it matter what position I play? I'm not sleeping with you, aren't I? And it really all just comes down to, just ignorance. And I kind of take this question as being synonymous with, who's like the man or woman in the relationship, because some people are still ignorant enough to ask that question. So, the man will be seen as the top and the woman will be seen as the bottom. And it just really doesn't make sense because, don't nobody ask you about your sex life, so don't ask me about mine. So with all of that being said, if you are curious about what position anybody plays, well, just keep wondering. Or just have sex with them to find out. This question irks the living daylights out of me, and I'm gonna tell you why. It really bothers me because yes, I'm very much aware that 2 men and 2 women cannot have kids naturally. I understand that. I've been told that I'm pretty much like not gonna have kids. So it's just like, why would I not have kids? It just doesn't make sense how people kind of seem to forget that adoption is a thing, surrogacy is a thing. There are other ways to have children. And the same goes for straight people. Like, just think about the people who can't conceive naturally. They have other options too, right? So, it exists for us too. So it's just like, why would I not have any kids? And I promise you this, I've always said, look, whether I'm gonna be a single father or if I'm gonna be a devoted husband to somebody, I'm having children. Like, that's period, point blank. Like, I'm having kids. So don't ever tell me that I'm not gonna have kids. Don't ever ask me how am I gonna have kids, because at this point, it's just like, you really should not be stupid enough to think that just because I am gay that I'm not gonna have kids. That's just absurd. But hey, what do I know about anything? I think this is probably one of the most disrespectful things that you can probably ask any gay person, and it's just not something that should just be asked openly. I just want to point out for the record that me being asked this one time was more than enough, but for me to have been asked this 3 times this year is just blasphemous, because I really don't think people know the definition of transgender. So I'm gonna do that for you. Transgender, denoting or relating to a person whose sense of personal identity and gender does not correspond with their birth sex. So that means that I would have to feel like I was born in the wrong body that I was born the wrong gender for me to want to be transgender. So if I want to put a wig on and pretend that I'm Beyonce, that does not mean that I want to be transgender. Just because I have a crop top on and I might do Beyonce poses, that does not mean that I want to be transgender. Just because I haven't done this, by the way, but just because I would play in makeup, that does not mean I want to be transgender. With that being said, femboys do not want to be transgender. Femboys do not want to be transgender. Femboys do not want to be transgender, okay? I just had to say that 3 times because I don't think that people understand this up here. I understand being transgender is a thing that a lot of people don't understand. I mean, just like being gay, you have to educate yourself on it if you choose to, because some people, they really choose to live in ignorance. And hey, if that's you, if that's who you are, that's perfectly fine. I mean, live in your ignorance, just don't be blatant about it. My main issue with this question is, why can't people just express themselves the way that they want to? I mean, self-expression and gender identity are two totally completely different things. So just because I might want to, express myself unconventionally, that doesn't mean that, I'm not comfortable in my masculinity or that, I want to be a woman. I mean, that just doesn't make sense to me. But, not everybody understands anything. At this point, I've just come to accept that it's not really my place to try to have anybody understand me or, how I choose to express myself, sometimes. People are going to think what they want to think. So if you think that I want to be a woman just because, I might choose to, I guess be overly flamboyant at times, wait, that's you. But I'm gonna just let you know this. Until you see me with titties, a full sew-in, nails on fleek, everything, like full time, like that's the only way that you see me, don't ever ask me a damn day in my life if I want to be transgender. But anyways, that's pretty much everything that I had to say. I know that this is a short video. I just pretty much wanted to base the questions off of my own personal experiences because like I said at the beginning of the video, for the most part, I actually have been very blessed and fortunate to have a very smooth ride with being openly gay. I haven't really had too many issues with people being ignorant. Because, we live in a new age now. People really mind their own business. And even if they want to ask something, you're not really going to have a stranger come up to you and, ask you something disrespectful. Like, all of these questions have came from people who I know personally. But anyways, with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want more, then please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. My social media will be in the description box below. So anyways, I'm Cameron Makeil, and I will see you in the next one.